And a
Here we
very good
are.
happy morning, everybody. How are we today?
Good, good.
Good. The
It's
sun
Monday.
is shining and just lovely out there. I tell you, a little cool though. Sort of
It
like,
is a little nippy, but
yeah,
I'll
just
take that any day.
oh yeah, I completely agree. It's like, wow, that's but you know what? It's the Ozarks. We do this. We do this with
That's
the old
right.
thermometer, and it's keeps it definitely lives up to that. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes type thing. But
That's right.
that's all right. April has come. It has sprung, and full of all kinds of surprises as the show debuts on a Tuesday, April the 1st morning. So I'm not saying be careful, but maybe a little extra cautious on certain things. How's it going out there? And after an interesting weekend of weather from here to there.
Yeah. Did you see any of that bad weather? We didn't get a whole lot. Got some rain, thank goodness. Not a lot,
Oh
but we
yeah, we
missed
got
out on the
bombarded.
hail.
Yeah, we got bombarded. We went from mothball size to a couple of the golf ball size, and a couple even bigger than that on the second run. So
Oh
it was,
wow.
yeah, it was dicey out there. It truly was. So, but
Yeah.
again, that
It looked
that's
really wicked for a few folks out there, for sure.
well, and it's checking and just seeing what's happening with
Oh, we
the
lost.
weather. This may be a dicey week. I mean, it could be because again, we're getting into that real seasonal change time. So the warm systems, cool systems, kind of going back and forth. So everybody definitely wants to be paying attention wherever you are and however you are because it's just that time of year. I did see that Boone County is under a flood warning for like the next 5 days. So
Mm.
they're just kind of holding out because I guess all the ground saturation everywhere can be a thing. So that's why it's good to keep your eyes on the sky.
That's right. We need some water. So we'll take the water.
Yes.
Just keep
Yes.
the storms and the hail to yourself, I think.
Oh yeah, if we could do that, then that's fantastic because again, we get the water in here, get everything nice and green, which is getting there. And then go ahead and this is time for that shout out to our friends with Jasper Getaways and those beautiful cabins that are all
Right.
sparkled out throughout the county, and they are absolutely gorgeous. And I tell you, it's one of those things with another one of the tours we get to share today with Whippermill dude, I got it was with Whippermill. It's like I always like go into like the Hank Williams song in my head, and it's but
Mhm.
it's lovely out there. Oh my goodness gracious.
Whippoorwill, yeah.
Yeah, that was just absolutely just so funny because you never really see the name. So it's
Mhm.
lovely out there. We'll take a look at that because we've got someone coming to chat with us very soon, do we not?
We do. We do. I'm excited about that.
Awesome. So now the Monday Minute once again faithfully arrived in the inbox at 7 a.m. this morning with surprises in there as
Was a
well
little
as a lot of great information. So
Are we
Ms.
ready to
Fry,
take a look at that?
I say we should. Let's rock and roll and see how it goes in just a minute.
Here we go. North Arkansas College is sponsoring a clay shoot on Friday, April 4th at the Bear Creek Ranch in Tilly. Be sure and check that out. Legacy Hospice will be offering caregiver tips at the Newton County Library on April 5th at 11 o'clock. Great resource for any caregiver with any questions. Don't forget Saturday, April 5th, opportunity for a watercolor paint party at the art shop of Shawnee Morris. She offers 2 classes. That's Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 or 1 to 3. The circus is coming to town on April 8th, and Crystal Cottage in Jasper are carrying tickets for your convenience. Check it out. Don't forget to pre-order for your Easter baked goods from the Newton County Senior Center this year. Deadline to order is April 10th and pick up April 11th. Nurse Tina James is hosting a Stop the Bleed training on Saturday, April 12th at 10 a.m. at the Newton County Library. Reserve your seat now. Fish fry at the Senior Center on Friday, April 11th. Don't miss it. There will be dinner and an auction on Thursday, April 17th to support the local Meals on Wheels program at the Newton County Senior Center. Starts at 5 p.m. Shawnee Morris Art will be offering an acrylic paint party on Saturday, April 19th with 2 classes, one 10 to 12 and one 1 to 3. Also on the 19th, don't forget the Kiwanis Egg Hunt in Bradley Park, starting at 10 a.m. On the 25th of April, you have the 6th Annual Jasper, Arkansas Job and Information Fair. They're partnering with Community Matters this year to offer emergency and disaster preparedness as well. That's April 25th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There we go. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, it was smooth. It really was. And I hope everybody gets a chance to get in there and find out where to take those pop bottles back to. Those locations are important. That's very, very, very important. With that said, it's a good afternoon to welcome our big guest today, because again, you guys have a lot to talk about, which I think is absolutely awesome when you get to Holler. So welcoming to the stage now, Quinnell, how are you, dear?
I'm good.
So at this point,
go ahead.
Oh, she's just glowing right there. That's
she is, yeah.
That's lovely to see. But I'll get out of you guys' way because you have a lot of really cool stuff coming up to talk about.
Well, Quinnell does. I'm going to try to pull it out of her. I bet it's not too hard. How are you, Quinnell? This is a little weird because she's just down the street, right? I mean, just literally like next
2 doors
door
down.
2 doors down. We'll not sing that for the folks, but we could, right?
Yeah.
All right. You are at the Little Buffalo River Convention and Visitor Center.
Yes.
You're the director there. Tell us a
am.
little bit about what goes on there.
Well, the Visitor Center welcomes guests, and we have all kinds of information on the area, especially hiking trails and maps and ideas of things to do around the city as well as the county. And we also have the Convention Center, which is a wonderful location for meetings or parties or all sorts of things. It's available to rent. It's rented out in 2-hour segments, and it is authorized to hold up to 55 people. So you can get an idea of about how many people you could.
Right. And if folks haven't seen that, they can drop in and see you when you're there. What are your regular hours there?
I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 to 2.
Awesome. Good deal. And so they can pop in and see you and see what all you carry and the information that you have about the area, and check out the conference center. I got to say, if folks don't know about that, it is an incredible option right here in downtown Jasper. If you need to have a wedding shower, a reception, a meeting, or anything, it's very affordable. And Quinnell show you where everything's at that you need. Really.
There's also the area to serve food as well. So if that's something that you're wanting to include in your event.
Sort of like a little kitchenette there.
Exactly.
So you can have coffee and those kinds of things. Also a nice projector and screen. Mm-hmm. So, and like you have the chairs and tables as well. Is that correct?
Yes, we do.
It's really cool. This facility used to be the Little Buffalo River Theater, and the city has made it beautiful. I mean, it's just wonderful. Quinnell keeps an office there. You also distribute local information. Is that right?
Yes. All of our information is free. We have books and all sorts of things, maps, information on the different trails, just a nice assortment of information.
Incredible. Not only do they have tons of information there for folks who may not be from the area or for visitors who are coming by. And I got to say, every time I walk by on the way here, there's folks in there, and Quinnell's telling them exactly what they need to know. And they're asking questions. Not only that, but she carries information from around the state of Arkansas. Is that?
Yes.
Or the Arkansas publications as well. So great place to find out anything you need to know there at the Little Buffalo River Convention and Visitor Center. I have to look but I know, but It is a great space, and we're thankful for that convention center for sure. That was needed, and it fills a big need for
It's a
everybody.
really nice, a nice area.
It is. It is.
And if I don't know the answer to any questions, I'll find them.
Yes, she will. She will. And we're very fortunate to have Quinnell there. She knows a lot about a lot of things. Another thing she knows a lot about is the Arkansas Quilt Trail. You are what's your title there as the Arkansas Quilt
I'm
for
the
Newton County?
Newton County coordinator. The quilt trail was started. You have to have a minimum of 12 quilt squares in your county to be considered on the trail. And so we have around 20, I believe, that you can go online and look up where all of our quilt trails are. It gives information about the location of them, as well as how they chose that pattern of quilt. Just neat information.
I looked at that right before we got on. I didn't count them because I thought I'll just ask Quinnell. She'll know how many we need.
Well, we're in the process of adding some, so I don't know the exact number right now.
Well, there was a bunch. There may be more than 20. And for folks that don't know, when you're driving around and you see the big, is there a certain size, or I don't want to put you on the spot?
Well, when we first started doing it, they really wanted them to all be 4 foot by 4 foot. However, there were many places and businesses who didn't have that much space to, allow something that large to hang. So there's an assortment of sizes.
Good deal. Well, anytime you see those big quilt blocks on different buildings, there are brochures that the Arkansas Quilt Trail Association, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Puts out that can tell you for any county where they're all at. So it's sort of like a little treasure map. And then there's a little story that goes with each block. And Quinnell, you've done a great job managing that for Newton County, and we have a lot of blocks to be proud of. She's counting.
I think there's like 10, just off the top of my head, 10 right here in Jasper.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. I know there's some on the square. Yeah, good deal. And not only that, but you're also a part of the Mount Judea Area Alliance.
I am.
Which is where the area where you live. I lived there for 8 years right after I got married. And so I know the area a little bit. And I'm excited about the event that you guys are sponsoring with 7 South coming up. We're going to throw that up. But tell us a little bit about the Alliance and what they're doing.
We do things to try to help our area to draw people in, and as well as just make things fun. It's the street dance is coming up. I believe it's May 23rd.
That's right. I have May
23rd.
Yes. There it is. Yes.
Yep. We're going to have 7 South on 123.
That's right. I guarantee you this will be fun. Now, there's not a lot of information out yet, but I think you're going to have vendors maybe and other things going on. But
also I believe it's May 3rd. We're having a yard sale, like a big yard sale there on the school grounds.
Yeah. So you guys all do a really good job of keeping Judy on the mind of folks and keeping things going on, and a real sense of community there. I mean, it's just, I can't commend those folks enough. I've been to a couple of meetings, not real recently, but I'm always blown away and really impressed and thankful for the engagement and the time and effort that you guys put into it. And I know, I'm going to throw this up again, they'll probably see it a lot before it's over. This is going to be a good time. So you just need to put on your boots and bring a chair, unless you're going to dance all night and not sit down, because you'll need a place. We can't be for certain, but you might find a fried pie while you're over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shelley's planning on, but Shelley's cousins with one of the singers. So, keep it in the family.
Right. Anthony and Shelley are cousins. Yes. Absolutely.
Goes with that Kent store sign behind you.
It does. I chose that. That's the Newton County Photo of the Week in the Monday Minute, and Holly Danielle took that. And I just thought it was a great photo. I mean, it's so easy to get a good photo over there, but that one was my favorite this week, so I was glad to share it. Anything else I haven't touched on, Quinnell, that you want to make sure we know?
Well, you touched on it lightly in the Monday Minute, but we have the Job and Information Fair coming up the April 25th, and we have information for all ages from high school all the way to the elderly. It's all free. There's all kinds of information, too much to really even go into, but people really are missing out if they don't come see all of the information. I found stuff that's so helpful, and it's really a good opportunity to gather information.
Yes, I apologize, Quinnell. I had that written down, but I didn't pull it. I didn't see it, and then I didn't put up the overlay, which I was going to do as well. But yeah, that looks like a ton of fun. It's the 6th annual. You're managing that for the city of Jasper this year. It looks like, and you're partnering with Community Matters. Jim, we had Janice Mann on with Community Matters. So they're partnering for the job fair. Tons of information and folks that are going to be there. What if you want to be a vendor there, Quinnell? What do you need to do?
Contact me and fill out a registration so that we reserve a table for you.
Awesome. And that's going to be...
There's no charge. There's no charge for the vendors setting up tables. There's no charge for any of the information. It's all free.
Awesome. Good deal. And that's going to be at Bradley Park?
It is.
April 23rd?
Nope, April 25th.
April 25th.
May 23rd is the street dance.
There we go. See, that's what it was. From 10 until 2. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good deal. I hope everybody comes.
I know people have said, isn't that the same day as the shindig? But it's that afternoon, so they can get 2 events by coming to the fair first and then head on down to the fairgrounds for the shindig.
Don't want to miss it, for sure.
Nope.
But now, can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you.
I
hope everybody comes on April 25th.
Yes. Me
or
too.
Every day for that matter. There's so many awesome things going on. It was great. All I had to do was sit back and take notes. I like that part about this thing.
That's good. And if you have a day you're going to be here, Quinnell can tell you what's going on that day. Get in touch with her down at the convention and visit.
Yeah, come by the visitor center.
For
I'll
sure.
show you around.
Right on.
Thanks, Quinnell.
Well, that was great. I'll tell you, that was a fantastic chat there because again, there's so much that it was when spring and sprung, it's just on, and that's just fantastic. Especially the way you guys are all wearing so many hats to make so many different things happen, and that I think is just absolutely admirable for anywhere. And so that's just great. It truly is.
It's just indicative of folks here. Everybody's doing something, and lots of folks. I was looking at all the Easter egg hunts that are going on, and it's exciting to see folks so plugged into the community.
I think it's got a lot to do with just all like the natural beauty and still just the natural landscapes of things. It's like it's just a very good, clean, clear energy and vibe. It's like you can be quiet and you can enjoy that. I mean, really, it's like it's lovely. It's again, and again, this would be a great time to take folks on the quick tour over there at Whippoorwill, because again, it's another location that is beautiful and luxurious on the inside. This one's actually on the outside, though. This one is going to kind of match what's happening on the inside. Like where originally you get a little duped with the barn, like. Old barn, then you walk in, but no, it's just amazing with what all they've done with Jasper Getaways and Burris Construction. Simply beautiful. And this tour, oh my golly, now this is like one of quote unquote their smaller spots. This is like the couples getaway, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
It really is. Go ahead. That's great.
I tell you what, and like another thing that is, I don't think anyone takes it for granted, but sometimes I guess we could. It's the view that all of these places have. It's like the front's all pretty, the inside's all luxurious, and then the decks that Chris and his crew have built are just wow. And then with the now, do you recall the name of the official name of like the project when it comes to like the way they cover the light so there's no light pollution? They're very mindful of that to make sure that outside lighting and everything is pointed down so it doesn't go up and add the noise and such.
It's a dark sky community, and Newton County is one of the few that are has areas that, and I really can't speak to this. This is just throwing mud, but my understanding of it, we don't have enough. We have less lighting than a lot of other places, which qualifies us for Buffalo National River, I should say, is a dark sky community, and there is special lighting and things that can contribute to that. There's things that can take away and things that can make it better. And folks at Jasper Getaways and Chris Burris Construction are doing everything they can to add to that and not take anything away from the sky. That's for sure.
And it's clever. It's so clever the way he explained that and showed how that worked. That's very, very clever because it doesn't take away anything from the experience, and at the same time adds to everything else. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can't applaud enough. So, boy, I guess we've done flew through, got so much out.
I've got a couple of shameless plugs here.
Oh, good. I like the shameless ones. Those are fun.
I did find the flyer for Quinnell's event, the 6th annual Jasper, Arkansas Information and Job Fair, pairing with Community Matters this year. You can call Quinnell or Janice. Again, that's on the 25th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Don't miss that. And then, Jim, you mentioned it earlier, and I got to say, since you've been here, you were here last week, but the dogwoods and redwoods have just really shown out. They're incredible. And so spring isn't all about the Bradford pears. You can see dogwoods and redbuds everywhere you turn over here. If you want to find those, get yourself a Newton County, Arkansas Backroad Atlas map. You can order yours at newtoncountychamber.com. Also, we're listing events. A lot of the events that we talk about don't have them all up, but we're listing those events on the webpage as well. So if you need to know what's going on or would like to find something to do, we're going to do our best to keep those up there on the website for you.
And that's not an easy task. You'd be amazed how much websites can hold because this is a heavy load with all the stuff that's going on. So definitely you want to bookmark newtoncountychamber.com to stay on top of it as best as possible. And again, you had mentioned the photo of the week there, and that is lovely there. The Kent General Store. I don't think I've actually been there, so that's on my to-do, and that's in Mount Judy, correct?
That's right. Yeah. Well, you're going to have to get Alicia and come on out to the street dance for sure.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Dancing in the street, it's legal, believe it or not. It depends on how you pick your wardrobe. That goes there. Do we have any people celebrating birthdays in this early part of the
show? Sure do. We got a ton. Okay, I'm going to start off with tomorrow or today, April 1st. Ann Hancock and Emily Willis are both having birthdays on the 1st. The 2nd, our own Steve Hicks and Lori Lager are going to celebrate birthdays. On the 3rd, we have Sherry up at Shawnee Morris Art is celebrating a birthday on the 3rd with Leslie Freeman. The 4th, Nibs Self. Her and Emily are awful close together there. And then the 5th, J.J. Spencer, Matthew Campbell, and Jimmy Peeler are having birthdays. On the 6th, Jamin Martin. Can't believe he's getting older. I knew Jamin when he was so small. Then on the 7th, Skyly Lager, Ryan Ratchie, Janae Henson, Teresa Lee. And on the 8th, Kay Adams, Kathy Ricketts, Christy Woodwireman, and my friend and yours, Jim. I can't forget this. John Snyder.
Oh, yeah, look at there. Old John. It was so funny that you bring that up because actually I was going through some archive stuff and I actually found a blog post I had written all those. Hard to believe it's been almost 10 years ago. And when we got the opportunity to work with John, that was fun. That was fun.
And that was you. You did that, but that was 9-year-old me was. I mean, 9-year-old me learned that April 8th is his birthday and never forgot it. But yeah, oh, the fact that happened. I met
Yeah.
Janie Fricky. She was huge. But when you called and said, "Do you want to go work a camera for me up with John Snyder?" I still can't believe it. It was incredible.
It was a great time.
Yeah, I didn't get a very good picture, but that was a highlight. So don't give up, folks. Don't ever give up.
No. But we do have to call a close, though. Now, that is kind of a thing there because we got to wrap up this edition of the Newton County Holler. It's been a whole lot of fun. And again, Quinnell, thank you very much for sharing all the information. And I know you've got more to share. And you're right down there, just kind of next door to Toinette. So if you see Toinette and you couldn't find Quinnell and vice versa, I think they can help you carpool. It'll work out there. Well, everyone, let's have a great rest of the week. And again, keep your eyes on the sky. Always be safe in these springtime weather conditions and enjoy it at every single step.